for the plan. I mean, they have to plan some of their attacks, right? We need to give them some playing time. And we have something which we're seeing more and more often, which is the Super Dragons as one of the starting attacks, because it's not the most complicated attack strategy, which then gives more time for people which are taking later, or going for those fancy queen charges, for example.
Yeah, with the queen charges, it typically takes quite a bit of time, but we see the Super Dragons, they are a lot faster. So you could be very careful about, you don't have to be as worried about time, because you can send your Super Dragons, Dragon Riders, whatever it may be, a little bit later in the raid, because what he's doing right now is these archers are trying to set up that funnel, grabbing those army camps with the blue cutoff to the archer tower. Maybe he's going to try to path his heroes towards the Royal Champions because he wants to take out some of the stuff on the edge to force a little bit of a funnel. But here comes those Super Dragons straight near the town hall. He's not going with the blitz. He's starting off with that Stone Slayer in a very early awarded Eternal Tome.
That's right, and he is having a lot of freezes then for the back end. But the important thing is with those air attacks, with those dragon attacks, is to take down those heroes, because this gives more power to your own heroes than not having to face the Baron King at the end. That's exactly what is waiting around that eagle. Super Dragons slowly, completely spread up, to be honest. And this means nothing is going for the core, especially that single Inferno Tower is staying alive, Corbin.
Yeah, with that single Inferno Tower ripping through the owl, the Warden is dead. The Super Dragons into the core gets picked off by the Seeking Air Mine. And that Queen is still up, making her way over towards the Eagle Artillery. Still has the King, the Queen ability, and the Royal Champion to move her way around. Hasn't deployed her just yet with 5 more freezes. We have another raid spell to try to use. Where does he want to save this? Pretty much on the back end near the scatter shot. We have the single, but a lot of freezes could do so much in the space here.
Yeah, that's right. The Royal Champion out getting set in, and it's all about the Queen, the defending Queen. How much damage can she do? There is the own Queen ability. The defending Queen should be taken out. That is huge. And now, are there any more skeleton traps? The Tesla from the back end is holding off the King. There's a giant bomb. There's the first freeze. Remember, there is the last rage, which he still hold up all of the time. And now, 2 more freezes can be still used, Corbin.
Wow. Yeah, the Royal Champion can make her way to the backside. The Queen finally just goes down with about 30 seconds in the raid. It's going to come down to this Royal Champion. Uses the freeze onto the multi because the King is dying off. He needs that King to stay alive to help clean up the bottom side. He's got almost no health. Ground Skeletons pop. Only 19 seconds left. The Ground Expo doesn't go down. But she's going to be having enough health here. But does she have enough time to get that single and then the storage?
It's going to be so close. The freeze can be used. It's there. The unicorn is keeping the champion alive. This is not looking too bad, but the time is running out. And this means we have the first defense of this matchup. Sadra falling short just 1 building. And Corbin, seeing a Super Dragon attack time failing is something which is not that common, to be honest.
Yeah, I talked about it right at the very start about having the time on your side when you come in with dragon type of attacks, but it just wasn't right there, unfortunately. You saw these Super Dragons really they got picked off in the core really early, but it was the power of the heroes that came in towards the end of that raid to help bring back the whole percentage, and unfortunately fell short with that 1 building right there. And now Eltano is coming in with his first attack for V and Tompinai, and he's got a Lalo. And Tompinai, they are known for coming in with the Lalo attacks. They love to do these here.
Yeah, and they're trying to send the blimp as far as possible in the direction of that eagle, trying to take down as many expos as well. Right behind that bomb tower, you know. Super Wizards do not like bomb towers. Bomb tower is a bit too strong for them damage-wise. And he even triggers the tornado trap, which is another key trap now gone away. And this already is a lot of value for Eltano. One thing which we can already see from the beginning is like the defensive style. We have, so far, the QueenWalkers 70 team coming in with legend-type bases. We see both of those scatters so close to the town hall to make sure that, well, maybe you're forcing really low percentage. Maybe you're forcing that really so important 1-star. And so far, the entry has worked great.
Yeah, with this area taken down with that battle blimp, we've got the queen easily taking out the clan castle. The lava hound does go down, but this queen needs to make her way down to this bottom side, taking out all this value, and this is going to take a lot of time. We've got just under a minute 50 seconds left in this raid as the queen is taking out eventually these build-a-huts, making her way down there, but we have to see how many wall breakers. 2 wall breakers to potentially try to break all the way through to that town hall. I mean, did he want to get the blimp a little deeper in the bait? I mean, he got the eagle, he got that whole value there. Now the king's got his ability. It's going to be a long charge for this queen, so time will be an issue as he tries to push his way in.
Yeah, the king still with this ability is pushing even further the queen now. With that ice golem, is she going to go inside? Yes, another wall break to get towards that tunnel. There's the wall break coming in. The queen going in. Yes, she's going for that second expo, and this support is looking great. He's starting, though, with that ladder right away to not have any time problems as we have just seen from starter. And this ladder is really early.
Wow, look at that. The queen is making her way all the way into the town hall. So he's putting all the faith into that queen, grabbing it, and yes, she's going to be able to step in. Some balloons do go there, freezing the tunnel yet again. As these balloons are flying their way up to the top, queen's ability goes off. Town hall has been secured. And look at the Lalo coming in to help close out this base. And he's only got 27 seconds, though. Time. Hurry up, El Tano. You got to go faster. You only got 20 seconds left in the raid. He's got 3 balloons. He's got to use it for cleanup here. Can he get the triple?
Yeah, it's getting closer and closer. Time is ticking. We can see his reaction at the bottom right of the screen. He has so many troops left, but the time is just ticking. We have seen the same thing just a couple of seconds ago. It's 4, 3, 2, 1, and no chance. It's going to be another defense, 94%. And only time was the difference maker so far on both sides. So we still have to wait for the first 3-star in this matchup.
Man, what an incredible try to get that queen from the outside of the base to path her way all the way into the middle. Incredible planning to be able to do that. He was the first attacker for V and Tompinai. And you know, you typically see in the very beginning, those first set of attacks are like Super Dragons, or it could be Mass Inferno Dragons, and Dragon Riders. Things that are a lot easier to plan rather than some sort of Lalo. Granted, maybe we see a little bit more queen charges later in the war, but time is always the issue, right? Both of these would have been triples if they had an extra 30 seconds on their side, but that's what makes this so difficult. You have to come in with those plans, and you have to be converting them for triples. And we've got Gaku starting this attack off here with a queen charge dragon rider, but he's got 6 lightning spells, meaning he doesn't have much support for this queen here.
Yeah, it's always a risky approach with those lightnings, but it can be so strong because most of the time this is not a classic approach which you're testing on those bases. And so far the queen seems to walk towards that right side. That's where she is supposed to go, but she's skipping the archer tower, which might cost this unicorn its life.
Oh no, the unicorn is no longer getting hit. It's the healers now, and they just get out of range, and the queen is going to step in towards the town hall. And we have the flame flinger up to the top side of this base, just outside where we can't see. There it goes. Okay, down goes the wizard tower. Baby dragon is sent in for the archer tower there. And there's the lightning behind the town hall to grab that expo and single target inferno so that the queen will not get locked onto it, and she will be staying alive in this section.
Yeah, the counter poison is ticking a little bit, but oh no! He's dropping the freeze instead of the rage. And especially in an attack like this where the spells are so important because you have used already a couple of them with those lightnings. It's now getting trickier and trickier. There's the freeze to defend versus that defending queen. And now we have those pups helping versus the defending lava pups over there with the minions. And the Dragon Riders have started as well.
Yeah, the Dragon Riders are down. Pops that Grand Warden and Eternal Tome, making his way through. The Queen is still up. Her ability's already been used, pulling a Seeking Air Mine to the healers. They're trying to keep that Queen going to the top side. She will be able to take out that air defense, but the Dragon Rider avoids the bottom AD, does not take that down. So he's going to have to backtrack all the way around. He has a few archers, but the problem there is a Tesla down there that is going to be protecting it, so he can't do anything there. He still has 2 Inferno Towers in the core with the Royal Champion, but he's got a handful of Dragon Riders that are making their way through, but he can't target that RC at the moment.
Yeah, that RC on defense is dealing so much damage. Now it's depending on whatever is in this siege machine, or if the attacking queen can now quickly come in and...
The queen? Queen. Oh no, queen! The Royal Champ goes down! Okay, with only about 30 seconds left of... Oh, the Flame Flinger needs to open up. It does. Out comes Balloons and 1 additional Dragon Rider making his way to the bottom. But that king will take out the enemy queen right there. And now, time. Is it going to be another issue of time fail? 20 seconds. At least this Dragon Rider will not target onto the king here, so that will have to clutch up the bottom side.
Yeah, it's going to be so close against their defense. The last bidding with that Tesla together. There's a red bomb. There's archers. There's a sneaky coming. The sneaky taking down the Tesla. And now 2-1. And it is the first 3-star of this World's Warm-Up Tournament. Gaku is getting that 3-star in with the Queen Charge Dragon Riders in a fancy way. Even swagging one of his freezes early on in the Queen Charge, but still getting things done.
That was beautiful right there to end that attack off. Man, the Balloons coming out with the Dragon Riders to clutch up the bottom side of that base to get the first 3-star here in this war. And remember, here in the World's Warm-Ups, this is a double elimination. This is the first match here today. We have so many more here to come. Just relax and be able to see all these top teams battling it out to try to get their share of the $30,000. Man, it's incredible. But what a way to start off with the 3-star for a Gaku. And now Riga Torres coming in for Via Tompinai, starting with the lighting, and he's bringing the Super Dragons as well.
Yeah, the Super Dragons versus another anti-2-star base, a ring base. You have seen that now already from a couple of base building teams as well, where they said, okay, by now so many people have identified how to attack those box bases, so those ring-style bases are kind of back in business, trying to defend versus the majority of those attacks. And early Warden ability, making sure that he's covering all of the Super Dragons and the Slammer, which is moving in.
Yeah, that Stone Slammer is moving through to the right side now. Did pull Sneaking Air Mine to hit a Super Dragon, but remember, that Warden Eternal Tome already went off, meaning he won't have it to protect the Super Dragons through the Town Hall Bomb and the Poison Spell effect. The Warden has been taken out now. House been secured, and now he's continuing to try to make his way into the core, which he has a few Super Dragons in there, as he now has to come around the edge with his heroes.
Yeah, the Tesla farm at the top side is really making sure that this Royal Champ is having some trouble, and especially getting delayed so much. The core has been taken down, but now it's all about this defending queen with the eagle and the Expo and scatter shot combination. We know the big threat to heroes are defending heroes or Expos. And we have the king left, but so far it's looking decent if he can keep the Royal Champion alive.
Yeah, with 1 freeze still to use, Queen ability and Royal Champion ability to come to the bottom side. That king is a big threat, but remember, the king's on the pretty far bottom side, meaning that the heroes will encounter the king. Oh, but the queen steps outside and not into the ground Expo, loses the Super Dragon. And because of that, that ground Expo is going to do way too much damage to this queen, force her ability, and she probably will not be able to take this out.
Yeah, the Unicorn is getting targeted as well, which means the Unicorn is not going to be able to keep that queen alive, and that is going to be another defense. Those anti-2-star bases really make work at the moment, and Tompinai had a lot of problems. High percentage, don't get me wrong, but if you're not getting those 3-stars in, it's still not going to be enough for that then. So another defense, big shout out to their base building team. And QueenWalkers on the other side, getting this first 3-star already in, which means they're taking the lead of the first 2 attacks each from both teams.
Yeah, if we look back to the qualified teams, Via Tompinai was the first qualified team here in this World's Warm-Up, and QueenWalkers Stephanie was the very last team to make it into here. So it's like the number 1 seed versus the number 8 seed, but I would put that with these two teams here. It's just these teams are just top caliber, and anyone can win a match. Just depends on if whoever has the kind of that momentum going into it. Maybe it's with the QueenWalkers, Stephanie. They have the momentum because they were the last team to try to make it into here, and they are on that roll. And they joined into the qualifiers with absolute zero from the very last one to be playing later today against Tribe Gaming. So they don't want to miss that matchup. But man, so close there for Rigators. Very nice try for V and Tompinai. And can QueenWalkers, Stephanie, put up another triple in this war? We'll have to see.
Yeah, we have to wait and see for that. But we're now getting closer to those Lalo experts from the QueenWalkers team. So seeing them in action is most of the time a lot of fun because they like those unpopular approaches with their attacks, which is giving QueenWalkers this fan favorite position. And we have Stars coming in, one of the Lalo experts I was talking about, and he is bringing quite a few of those skeleton spells.
Yeah, quite a bit. He loves to use skellies to either provide distraction and protecting his heroes, or, well, I actually don't. Have you ever seen Stars do some sort of skelly donut? I actually don't think I've ever seen him do it. I've seen him use skellies to really keep his heroes alive for like the whole raid somehow. I haven't seen him do that, which I know he's more than capable of doing for sure. But he's starting off with the Queen. And is that a one healer QueenWalk assistance with the Unicorn down here? I mean, why not? He's going to keep this Queen alive to go through this whole bottom side and probably going to use some skeleton spells to help keep her alive. But there's the Invis. No! The Queen's ability was forced.
Yeah, Queen ability is forced right away. And now it's all about this King tanking. They reckon funneling a little bit, pushing that King back inside. And there's even the log launcher coming in. Healers staying barely alive. The first skeleton spells are getting used, and now he's doing the skeleton spells only for tanking purposes, making sure that those heroes are staying alive longer. Losing that Queen ability so early, that's definitely was not on his plan.
No, not at all. Does use that freeze spell onto the single target Inferno because he wanted to keep that King alive into the core to provide that distraction. And out comes Yetis from that log launcher, opens up a little bit of the core, but it didn't open up towards the multi-target just on the next level. With that Raw Champion coming off the right, now the RC is trying to clear this area, but we got a ground skeleton popping. Tesla's RC's ability goes off. Queen doesn't have her ability, but the Unicorn is actually still alive. Gonna try to heal up this Queen, but she won't make it much longer here after that. Now the Lalo is starting over near the Town Hall. Got to use that Warden Eternal Tome to protect these balloons, but the problem is there's that multi-target Inferno sitting right into the middle of this base.
Yeah, the Snare Trap though is making sure those dudes are not bursting down their tunnel right away. The Warden ability is keeping them alive, but was it too early? The haste is giving them the possibility of leaving their tunnel poison right away. The Hound flying across in that Warden ability is clutch to make sure that the Scanner and those backside defense are getting tanked non-stop. But now the Scatter Shot. The Scatter Shot has to go down. That's the big defense. There's so many loons.
What a perfect Lalo. I was worried about that multi sitting in the core, still up, gonna absolutely shred these balloons. But a perfectly timed Warden, perfectly timed to protect the Hound as it flew across the bullet traps. Yeah, the Warden ability wore off as the traps did hit it at the end, but it didn't matter. These balloons were enough to come around for Stars, and what a gorgeous attack right there, putting another 3-star on the board, and he's showing us his screen, and he is coming in with the triple. What a gorgeous Lalo, which absolutely crushed it. With that Queen ability going off early in the raid, we thought it was going to cause a lot of problems, a lot of issues, but he was able to recover, and it was showing us the skill of his Lalo that absolutely just crushed the base in the end.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, we see those top players with Lalo. It feels so strong in the right hands. But I guess if you have tried it on your own, it's not as easy as those pros make it look like. So that's always the big difference. But now Tompinai on the other side really need to get things started. I mean, they have good percentages, so this match is still wide open. But on the other side, they need to start those 3 stars. Otherwise, this match is getting really quickly out of hands. And we have another anti-2-star base with, again, those 2 scatter shots covering their tunnel, which means one time you're not aware of, like, where the damage is located and your vulnerability not in time, and you're losing so many troops.
Yeah, that's the big issue, is that Warden Eternal Tome. But let's see if Metro can time his Warden Eternal perfectly to protect these Super Dragons. And remember, we need to get these dragons into the core somehow to protect them, to take out this Town Hall. And is he going to use the Battle Blimp to try to secure that? Starting off with the dragons off to the right within 30 seconds of the raid, and the main bulk of this army is down. Pushing his way straight in towards the middle. We do have a Tesla that is popping as he's trying to go through. We're waiting onto the blimp, using the freeze on the outside on the air defense, so that they can make their way over there and take it down. And there's the battle blimp to come across the space so we can try to protect everything with that Warden Eternal Tome.
Yeah, that's right. There's the blimp flying across, and he's covering everything. So many red bombs are getting completely tanked by that blimp. And now the Town Hall should fall in just a couple of seconds with that rider, and the Super Drinks at the top side are doing a great job of tanking everything and taking down those defenses so quickly because they're just dealing so much damage.
Yeah, the core went down pretty quickly with that rage, but now it's just his heroes coming around, and notice what he's got. Still the Royal Champion to use with an invisibility spell. Both the King and Queen ability. King's about to pop it right now. He does. He's going to be running his way around the space. The Warden is going to grab that Builder Hut to help assist a little bit. We do have the back-end King, so he's going to be patient here. And the Queen can reach so much value. And is he going to try to almost swag this Royal Champion at this point? I bet you he's not, because remember, time can always be an issue. But incredible. This shows you the strength of these Super Dragons right here. It's just, man, he just shows you how to do it. Setting those Super Dragons, popping that ward ability to perfectly protect them and the Battle Blimp, as he's now just going to easily finish off these 2 remaining buildings.
Yeah, such a great job, and that's exactly what Tompinai just needed. And, well, with this attack, it is back to being super close. Only 1 star being all what is the difference right now. So it's 7-8. Now it's back to QueenWalkers. Can they keep up the pressure which they were building up so far with their attacks? And now the next attacker, if they're following their attack pattern, we should have the man, the myth, the legend. We have Klaus coming in with his crazy approach. So let's see what he's going to come up with, or if he's just going with a regular Lalo.
Yeah, we'll have to see. We know he does come in with some crazy armies, even on the biggest stage. I know a lot of viewers can't wait to see what he comes in. And we know the last attacker for QueenWalker Stephanie is going to be Unit 14. He always attacks at the final moment to try to clutch up the wars. It's just what he does, right? As the captain of the team. But we'll have to see, can Tompinai's defense hold them off? That's the big question. We've been seeing a lot of these Super Dragons coming in from VN Tompinai, which have kind of gotten the time fill, have worked in the previous one, showed you the strength. But then now, will their defense, are they running a ring style? Are they running a box base? What is kind of their game plan for this next base? Because they're going to have to try to hold for another defense.
Yeah, and I mean, so far, the only thing how they were able to defend was time. That was the only thing how they were able to defend so far, and there was only 1 building which did not go down. So it's not going to be easy to defend those QueenWalkers at the moment. And seeing them so far, they were looking really, really strong. But this next attack is going to give us a good idea where we're heading. And we have Klaus in with his Lalo, but he's having a lot of different spells, and so far no poison, which is only giving us 1 possible solution, Corin.
Yeah, the big question is the Skeleton Donut, and there it is. With the Rage, the Invis, the Bats, and the Skellies to take out the Multi, the Clan Castle. The Inferno Tower goes down. There it is. Now can the CC go down as well? Come on, yes! The Clan Castle has been taken out. So now he just has to worry about a CC coming out once you destroy it. And with that, King being used down south did clear a little bit of funnel to push this King straight in towards the Wizard Tower. straight in towards the scatter shot. There's the super wall break. Should open this wall, and it does. Beautiful job with a ground skeleton popping up here. Now the King's ability helps secure this. A Tau so far pops the King ability, which is going to run off to the Queen, and the giant bomb and small bombs absolutely shred through the barbarians. Can the King take out the scatter? He does, but the air defense does not go down. Man, look at all those traps that were placed down there for Machuo. And now the Queen is going to make her way off to the right side. Can she take out this Town Hall? That's going to be the question in terms of the pathing for her. She should step in for this air defense next and then go in towards the Town Hall. But notice he doesn't have any invis for this Queen. He's just got the one freeze using it on the ground expo. Should be able to pop her ability and protect it. Uses a few of these balloons and the Stone Slammer to take out this bottom air defense as he makes his way through. Queen's ability is not been used just yet, but as he's starting this, the Lalo's coming over to the left with the Warden. That Eagle Artillery hit some of the balloons, but the balloons got within the radius. As he's coming around, the Dragon Rider comes out of that CC with the Lalo, the Headhunters, the Haste, moving his way through, pops that Warden and Turtle Dome to make his way across, pulls some of these traps. I mean, not yet, just yet. The Headhunters now lock onto this Royal Champion. Down she goes, beautiful. And now it's coming in with the Lalo towards the top side of the space. And look at how many balloons, but that Lava Hound was instantly popped, and those pups were absolutely shredded. But he's got the balloons for days, and what a gorgeous attack, and unbelievable. Klaus does it yet again, shows you the strength of his attacking skill, and there it is, the 3-star for Klaus of QueenWalkers. Stephanie, that was beautiful.
That was beautiful indeed. Really nicely done. With this, even more pressure is built up, which is crazy at this point. So Tompinai are still with the back against the wall. They have to keep delivering because that's what QueenWalkers so far is doing. But at the end of the day, if you're right now a Tompinai fan and you're like, oh no, they might get eliminated, don't worry, it's a double elimination bracket, which means all of those teams have pretty much 2 lives. We're going to play even more elimination matches today, so make sure to stick to the end so you know which first 2 teams are going to go home after the first day. But so far, none of the teams are in danger, I think. Still, everything is open, and Tompinai with the next attack can turn around everything in theory.
Yeah, they've been coming to in with a lot of Super Dragons. Is that going to be their next plan of attack? Because the QueenWalkers, Stephanie, have been bringing some of those anti-2-star style bases that have been really throwing a wrench in the plan for VN Tompinai. And we'll have to see what the next plan is going to be, because they're going to have to close out with triples. Time has been the issue into this war for the early ones for the potential 3-stars. But now we have Hawk. This is going to be a new face here for VN Tompinai for many of the viewers. So let's see what he could do, not with the Super Dragons, but with the Queen Charge Lalo. And he's going to be having that Queen to the bottom, making her way around towards potentially the middle. We'll have to see how much value he can get with this Queen. With that Queen, oh, the Headhunter onto that King. Will he go down? And, ooh, come on, King. Yes, that King goes down. And we have his King coming off the left to have force this Queen in towards the core of the space now.
Yeah, that's right. We have this King as well following in. We have to be careful with that bomb tower, though. The bomb tower might have some not the nicest outcome for those barbarians, but he's delaying the King ability nicely, and now the healers are even switching. This is not looking too good for Tompinai.
Wow, look at that battle blip did not make it over to the right. That tornado trap pulled it to the outside, and then those Yetis absolutely got launched, and they are gone. So that's going to really affect this Queen charge now. Oh my goodness. Let's see as this Queen makes her way into the core. But the problem is he's now having to use the Royal Champion to try to force this Queen to stay alive as she makes her way in.
Yeah, that's right. The Queen still with only a couple of healers. And it's only at this point 3 healers left. The Roy champion trying to funnel a little bit, but so far I'm not sure if that queen is going in. She might go for the cannon, and that would be really, really bad news. And is she? No, she's not going inside, and now there's barely any healers left. Carbon, this is not looking good at all. He's trying to force her break, but I don't know if that's enough.
Oh my goodness, the warden ability has been used, but the Town Hall is not going down just yet. The Queen should be able to path her way back towards the middle, or is she going to go for a wall? You know, she loves to be hitting those walls, but the warden, oh, the balloons are making her way around. But remember, if she beats through this wall here, she'll be able to reach the Town Hall, but her ability's already been used. The healers are gone, raging up the Queen, and now at this point, it's just a matter of trying to save the 2 stars. But it was Klaus's base with that tornado trap stopping that blimp in its tracks. Not able to get that value, having used the Royal Champion early in that section and causing the defense. And these anti-2-star designs with that tunnel in the middle have been thrown via Tompinai for a loop here in this war.
Oh, like at this point, I'm like thinking about if I should get back to Legends, but seeing those bases, it's more like, do you really want to attack those in Legends? Because they're going to be everywhere. If you're searching for a good Legend base, well, give it a shot. Copy those bases because they're defending incredible so far. Only 1 out of 4 attacks versus the Tompinai, which so far in this year looked really, really strong. Was one of the top teams out of all of the teams which qualified. And they're really struggling against those bases. So yeah, prepare yourself, copy those bases, learn how to attack them, because it's not going to be an easy day at Legends.
No, not at all. Those bases are going to be very difficult. We're probably going to see them over and over again, especially at the higher level. Granted, you're using them lower at the 5,000 trophy range, and I'm sure they're going to defend really good for you down there. But we'll have to see. We know that QueenWalkers definitely, they are absolutely rolling in this war. They are doing fantastic, coming in with 3 stars after 3 stars. We have the final attacker for them, which is going to be Yuta 14 to close this one off. And he is going to look to put up a 3-star with a Queen Charge Lalo. And can he keep this Queen alive and get the value he needs from her is going to be the question. Starting off with that Queen off to the left side. Have grabbed this area over here with a Royal Champion being used by the cannon to the top. And we don't have any lightning spells on towards the single target Inferno, which we've seen before with a Queen Charge. And wasn't from a Yuta 14 though. But as this RC is going to make her way through, her abilities will be forced, makes it invisible. So that's how he's going to secure the single. So it doesn't lock onto his Queen at all.
Yeah, really, really cool idea. Because this way, he does not need to invest the blimp, for example. At the same time, though, the blimp could have been baited. But this Royal Champion going through that, especially with a couple of invisibility spells, is nice. But those headhunters are dealing a lot of damage. But with only 1 cannon on her, on the Queen, that's totally fine.
Yeah, that Queen should be safe here, no problem. Drops that poison spell to have cleared these lava pups as he's going to make his way in. And look at the value he can get. The Town Hall, Grand Warden, the Air Expo on the other side, the enemy Queen, that's fantastic. He did set up a little bit of funnel because he's probably going to be dropping his King to the bottom side to go in towards that scatter shot. The rage is down, and these healers are perfectly safe from not getting hit from that Town Hall. The Eagle Artillery does lock on the Queen, but he's looking good to get an incredible value from this charge.
Yeah, like, look at this charge, and the scatter is even tanked, which is giving the King a bit more tankiness, a bit more hit points. There's now the Native Trap, which means there's a lot of damage on that Queen. He needs to force her ability, but with this time, the King is already in, and the King can already take down the scatter, so this attack is looking awesome. Next wall break is not really working, but he has 1 more wall break to get even the next multi-phone tower. You can see it, there's the wall break connecting. But wait a second, Carbon, there were a couple of red bombs behind that Town Hall. Do you think there are even more to take down all of those healers at once?
Oh, I would not be surprised at all. As he's, oh, yep, there it is. You are exactly right. He's going to be losing these healers. But the question is, did he get the value from his Queen? I think he did, so it doesn't matter at this point if the Queen ends up dying. She even gets the enemy Royal Champion as well. Incredible from Yuta 14, and if he triples this, that will put them at a 14-star performance. Absolutely incredible job from QueenWalkers Stephanie with the 3-star here. And they were the last team to make it here into the World's Warm-Up. and they are going to be the first team advancing to the next round.
That's right. And if you're wondering when you're able to see QueenWalkers again, there's no problem. This bracket, this stage of the tournament is actually split up in 2 weekends. So we have today the first match day, and next weekend we have the last couple of matches to see who is going to go home as the winner of this warm-up tournament. But for now, Tompinai has one more attack to go, and they can collect more confidence, because I feel like so far going 1 out of 4, having a couple of close calls as well, you do not want to go with this mentality into the elimination match. That would be not the best. So closing in with the 3-star, even though it would not change anything with the result, would be still great mindset-wise for this last match then. So let's see if they can do that and prepare themselves for the elimination match. And we still have to wait, obviously, to see who they're having to face. We have a long day ahead of us with a lot of clash action, so I'm super excited. So let's wait what the last attacker of Via and Tompinai is going to bring to the table.
Yeah, we're going to have to see what he's going to do, because we know it's not going to be enough to win this war, but they're just trying to put another 3-star on the board. And it could be a crazy tech. We know it's probably not going to be. He's been planning this whole war. Amualan coming in with the lightning to take out this multi-target Inferno. He's got 30 loons here. That's quite a bit, using a few rocket loons as well, probably to help set up a bit of a funnel. So he dropped that king of the topside queen as well, and that king should path his way potentially into the multi-target Inferno next to this air defense up here.
Yeah, that's right. And this is just so surprising to me, like seeing so many anti-2-star bases from QueenWalkers. It is kind of cool to see that those ring-based style bases are back to that degree. And take a look at that king. Take a look at that king, taking down a multi-inferno tower, taking down the royal champion, the queen. You cannot ask for more value when you're following up with a Lalo tech. This entry already on its own was incredible, and he's just getting started because the royal champion carbon is closing in from the bottom side as well.
Yeah, that royal champion getting some beautiful value. He's going to reach over and grab this eagle artillery, makes him invisible. I mean, what is left of the space that is too threatening? I mean, yeah, we got Town Hall and 2 scatter shots, but we got the Inferno towers down. Only 1 single target Inferno left, and he still has the battle blimp to fly in with the Lalo. This is an absolutely incredible start here for Amualan, as he's going to make his way through. Still has to drop his ward, and not dropping him just yet. There's the haste spell. Scatter shot does lock onto a few of these loons, but it's going to be a bit of an issue. Now the ward's coming down the bottom with that battle blimp as he makes it around.
It's interesting that he's choosing the battle blimp, especially because now with that town hall, the timing might be a little bit bad, but now bursting down the town hall with that rage, the only problem for him now are those 2 scatter shots. The first one is not even down yet. The second one is about to get targeted, but the loons are going through the town hall poison, and that is really bad for him. The Dragon Rider, though, is coming from the top side. Really nice. He waited for that for the back end. Now again, only time could be a problem, but I think Carbon this time should be the biggest problem.
Oh yeah, this is not going to worry about time. Look at that, making his way through, has the 2 poison spells, but he is going to be coming away with the 3-star. Plenty of time and balloons.
Yeah, we have those minions and pups cleaning up the rest. There's the swag poison. You can see his reaction. Like, that is what I was talking about. Like, just the mindset, just like the motivation, the momentum going into this next matchup for Tompinai. It's really important that they got this last 3-star, especially versus those spaces. They found no answer, but the winner is going to be the QueenWalkers Stephanie team, moving into the next round guaranteed. And this was just the first match, Carbon. And we can see the stats again. 12 to 14 at the end. And take a look at this average, Carbon. 99.8. Wow. That is insane.
That is absolutely incredible. 14 to 12. They fell that short. It was the very first attack there that was the time fail. Oh my goodness. It was an incredible performance from QueenWalker Stephanie there.
Yeah, look at that. Only 1 building left on the table for them. On the other side, though, only 1 attack really like falling short for Tompinai. The other attacks really high percentage, high 90% attacks. but still, it wasn't enough against the really, really strong QueenWalkers 70 team today. And that was just impressive, to say the least, especially like coming up with those really annoying bases